scenario, I mean, previously in my company, so we do have clients. So for that thing, I have faced one thing. So the thing is that based on the postal codes only, how the banks are determining, and the next one is based on the ranking orders with the help of postal codes only, how these vendors are taking the checks. If it is a too far, I mean, if the distance is too far um, for the particular vendor to collect the checks. Okay, so how we can make some changes in SAP S4 HANA systems and SAP ECC systems and on. And our scenario based on the postal codes only. Okay, and the thing is that wherever you do, I mean, in which configurations you are doing, and whatever the types of transactions that you are doing, see, based on the vendor address only, you will going to make the payments, and you will going to give the some of the restrictions to the particular vendors and all. And also based on the scenarios wise, okay, how we determine the banks, okay, with the help of postal codes, without the help of postal codes. And the next one is with free selection tabs, and how you are excluding these I mean these invoices and all for one vendor. And if you have multiple windows, and whatever the payment methods that you have defined in bank, I mean payment methods in company code, payment methods in country. Okay, and you will assign all these payment methods to the different vendors. But the scenario is that when you make the payment to the vendor through checks or any bank transfers or anything, so vendor should collect the checks, right? First of all, so from the nearest bank. And if that bank, first bank is too far away from the vendor address, so it is taking too much of time to collect the checks, first of all, and to collect the cash, it is taking too much of time. Okay, and the next one is for the business purposes only, so they have to get the money from the bank, right? And they will invest in one thing, and they will just send the raw material to our plants. So if they are committed with all these things, so we need to provide proper facilities to the particular vendor. Okay, and vendor is living in the in Malaysian town. Okay, and they have one postal codes. So if they have one postal code, and if they have nearest banks, okay, in their locality, if they have nearest banks, and if we have banks, I mean authorized banks, I mean that are connected to the particular clients and all. Okay, so we will going to I mean do the configurations for the house banks and all for the particular bank. The next one is you have one vendor, and with the one vendor you do have one postal code, and you have another vendor, with another vendor you have different types of postal codes. Now you have assigned the same payment method to the one vendor. When you assign same payment to the payment method to the one vendor, I mean different types of vendors and all, also we can able to make the payments through this payment method and also banks. Now the second vendor is too what we can say, too far away from your banks. Okay, and whatever the banks, authorization banks that you have, I mean nearest banks that you have, and the vendor is also is in the same location. Okay, but he is not authorized to that particular bank. Then how we can do the configurations in SAP system is very important in automatic payment program. And this is the main client scenarios based on these things only we can able to do the payments, right? So based on the ranking orders only, you can issue the checks. So one vendor, we have raised one vendor invoices, and we have sent the checks to the particular bank, and one vendor has taken the one invoices, one checks, but another vendor is too far away from the different locations. Okay, and this vendor is too far away from the different location. Well, the different location is the bank location, right? And whatever the authorization banks that you have in that particular location, um, which the vendor has, okay, then with the help of postal code, how we can do it? Payments, how we can do it, how we can transfer the checks to the particular vendor, and how these vendors are collecting the checks. That is the main important, all of you. So yes, ma'am. Automatic payment program, postal code scenario with the house banks, automatic payment program, postal code scenario with the house banks, comma, ranking orders. House banks, comma, ranking orders. Okay. Now, so you can just write down the 1 point. Huh? Point number 1 is so there are two types of vendors. There are two types of vendors in company code DEP1. There are two types of vendors in company code. DEP1. Then second point. Each vendor has different types of postal codes. Each vendor has different types of postal codes. Then third one. No issue. Has anything. So third one will be, so two vendors are using same payment method. Fourth one. So fourth one. And the first ranking order will be for what is the bank name? ICICI Bank. And any bank that you can take it, no issue. And fifth point is second ranking order will be for Bank of India, BOI Bank, for Bank of India, BO, Bank of India, Bank of India. Okay, so these two banks that we have in SAP system, Okay, we will going to create it and we will check it whether the bank is there or not. ICICI Bank and the Bank of India is there or not. Then seventh point will be when you make the payment to the vendor, to the vendor through checks. Okay, through checks, vendor should collect the check or cash from the nearest bank. Vendor should collect the check or cash Come on, 1 minute. Okay, from the nearest bank. So eighth point is one vendor is in the location of client authorization banks. Client authorization banks. Ninth point. Ninth point. So, okay, one vendor is too far away from the uh, client authorization banks. Authorization banks. Give me 1 second. Okay, ma'am. One vendor is far away from the client authorization banks, and that vendor should collect the check or cash. Should collect the check or cash from his location. Uh, from his location. Okay, one vendor is far away from the client authorization banks, and that vendor should collect a check or cash from his location. So, and the next 10th point. Based on the postal codes only. We can able to make the payments. I mean, we can able to give the checks or cash to the vendors. Okay, good. Then 11th point. So that bank, second vendor, or else that bank should be there. In the second vendor location. Okay, good. This is a scenario of the SAP automatic payment program in SAP FICO as for HANA, SAP FICO ECC. Okay, all of you, and try to remember the points and all. So this is our scenario, and we will try to give the solution for these questions and all. I mean, which was faced by me yesterday only. Okay, no issue for my client. Yeah, so can you give the scenario solution, ma'am? You can just write down a scenario solution. So the answer is that, so scenario solution. The answer is that when you go to the FBZP transaction code, in transaction code FBZP, FBZP. Okay, so I mean, when you go to this transaction code, you will going to find out payment methods in country. You will going to in transaction code, when you go to that, when you go to this transaction code, we can find out payment methods in company. Payment methods in company. And payment methods in company code. Payment methods in company code. Okay, so you can just write down, ma'am, payment method in company code also. Company is different and company code is different. Write down the company code also, ma'am. And payment method in company code. Ma'am, are you there?
రాసిన అదే కదా
payment method in company code and rasin. You can just write down payment method in company code also. Okay, good. So then next one. Under the I mean in the payment method in company code, you can just write on another point. In payment method in company code, in payment method in company code, in payment method in company code, under the bank selection data, we will find out the optimized by postal code. We will find the optimized by postal code. Optimization by postal code. No issue. Optimization by postal code. Optimize the postal code. Okay, so in that we will going to give the lower limit, upper limit of the postal codes and all. I mean, whatever the vendors that are there in that near locations and we can able to give. Okay, so that is the most important thing right now we have all of you. So before that, if you don't have any house banks and all, we can able to create it. Now we will going to see it. Can you go to the FS00 transaction code now? Can you go to the or else Access Bank is there? Okay, what we need to do is, ma'am, can you go to the create option? Can you go to the create option and try to take out the GL account? A new GL account 200105. I think ICICI Bank is there. And Access Bank is also there. Okay, we will going to see. I think we have already run the some scenarios of I mean payment requests and all, and we have assigned the ranking orders and all. We will going to see it. Yeah, go to the continue option, ma'am, and try to create the Bank of India. BY. Take out the account group, balance sheet account, and short text. All of you see now we are doing all these things. I mean, we have done the partial payments in ECC and also SAP S/4HANA. And this is the one more requirement, and that is in SAP S/4HANA. So I am telling all these things in ECC only. And after that, in SAP S/4HANA, we will going to give it. No worries. I mean, this scenario will be walked. Okay, go to the save button and save it. All of you, no need to give any house banks. Okay, no need to give any account IDs when you have the ranking orders. Okay, so that is the most important thing. Now you can just go to the transaction code FP ZP. Go to the all company bank determinations or house banks. House banks, go to the house banks, and we need to create one house bank. Okay, and go to the new entries. Or else you do one thing, ma'am. Come back and delete this bank account, house bank account. Access Bank, delete this Access Bank. All entries. Yes. Okay. Go to the new entries, ma'am. Or else go to the save button and save it first of all. And then next go to this new entries. No. Huh. Go to the new entries, ma'am. Can you take out the house bank as BOI, bank country, and bank key? Anything you can just give. And go to the create option. Bank name, region, and street and city. And bank branch. And branch should be there in that vendor location. And it will be assigned to the optimization by postal codes and all for the particular vendors. Okay, no issue. Go to the save button and save it, ma'am. And yeah, come back, select this thing and go to the bank accounts. Go to the new entries and try to create the new entries, account ID. And description. Okay, Bank of India. And bank account number, anything you can just give. And the country key is IN. See, if you give the country key only, then only we can able to make the changes in optimization by postal codes and all. Okay, when it comes to the payment methods in company codes. Give the currency as INR, click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. No. Come back, ma'am. No need to give any, I mean, things and all like IBAN changes in. That is international bank account number. Now we are in local, right? No need to give anything. Select this thing and go to the bank accounts. Double click on this bank accounts. Okay. No issue. It is there. No worries. So if it is an international bank account number, no worries. Okay, good. So can you give /n, ma'am? Come back or else come back one step back. Why it is taking too much of time? Can you go to the new entries, ma'am? So we do have bank is okay. No, bank is okay. Come back. No issue. That bank is okay. We have created it. And we should maintain the ranking orders, balances, amounts, and available amounts. Come back, ma'am. Don't need to have any. Have you maintained the account IDs for this thing? Go to the EFB ZP and go to the house bank. Continue and select this BOI and go to the bank accounts. If you have bank accounts, yes, this one has bank account. Yeah, come back and go to the bank determination. Bank determinations, and we should add ranking orders for this bank. paying company code. Okay, can you go to the new entries, ma'am? So ICICI Bank is there. I think we have done with the ICICI Bank. The next one is take out the next thing, that is BOI Bank, Bank of India. And currency is INR, and ranking order will be 2. And house bank will be whatever the house banks that we have created. You can just give it. Yeah. Go to the subheading and save it. And go to the ranking orders. Bank accounts. Go to the new entries and try to create one house bank. That is Bank of India. Currency is INR, and then next one is account ID. Take out the account ID and bank sub account, that is same thing that we have created by FS00 transaction code. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Come back now. Take out that bank accounts enhanced. Go to the new entries now. Currency, ranking order, and account ID. And the next one is bank sub account. Click on the enter and go to the save button and save it. Come back, ma'am. And available amounts. Same thing. Go to the new entries, give the house bank and account ID. Days, currency, and available amounts. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Now what we will do, all of you, can you give /n, ma'am? And go to the master records, ma'am, whether we do have different types of vendors and all. I mean, I think we have created one more vendor, right? Go to the XK02. How many vendors that we have? Go to the vendors. Yes. So DMart vendor and Google vendors are there. Okay, can you go to the notepad, ma'am? Can you go to the notepad? Here you can just write down the vendors. Third point is vendors, first vendor 70090, right? First vendor is 70090. Yes, 70090. Okay, then second vendor is second vendor is or else yes, second vendor is 700105. I think so. 700105. 700105. Here in the first vendor, you can just put the comma, ma'am, after the 70090, and postal code is postal code is what is the postal code, ma'am? Go to that thing, 560045. Then next for second vendor, postal code is what is that postal code, ma'am? 560032. Okay, good. See, all of you, based on this thing only, we have to pick the house bank, different house banks. How? In vendor payments and all. I mean, in automatic payment program and all. Yes. Can you go to that screen, ma'am? and go to the payment transactions. Take out the any demat account, demat vendor. Click on the enter, ma'am. Take out the payment transactions. Yeah, address. Yes. So for demat, it is a 560045. Okay, try to remember the point, all of you. Click on the enter, ma'am. And no need to have any house banks and all. Why? Because based on the ranking orders only we are doing the things. So I'm just assigning the payment methods only. No need to give any house banks. That is your choice and your wish also. Okay, come back, ma'am, and uh, take out the second vendor. Take out the second vendor and click on the enter, and we will going to see the postal code 560032, and the payment method is plus only. Now what we will do, all of you, so we will just check the scenario whether we will going to get the same bank accounts or different types of bank accounts for these two vendors. Okay, now you can just go to the FB60 transaction code, ma'am, and try to post the go to the vendor and try to post one invoice. Raw material inventory account, click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Save it. And then next, take out the second vendor, ma'am. We will going to see it. You can just take out the 2 lakh, ma'am. For vendor, you can just take out 2 lakh. Okay, for first vendor we have taken, right? I mean, for our identification purposes only, I'm just taking the things. Good. Give the baseline date and go to the simulate option, go to the save button and save it. So two vendors has been, two vendors invoices have been posted first of all, and one vendor invoice has been posted, and one vendor invoice has been posted. And if you want, you can just check it with the 1 lakh vendor. Okay, and then next one is 2 lakh vendors. Now what we will do, all of you, you have issued the checks, okay, through automatic payment program, and vendor should collect the checks, and that vendor who is in different location and should come to this different long distance house bank client authorization banks and all. Okay, and we do have the one house bank, so which the vendor, whatever the location that the vendor has. Okay, so now what we will do in that scenario, can you give /n, ma'am? Just run the F110 transaction code. Take out any identification, ma'am. So we are doing with the two vendors, all of you. Just try to check all these scenarios and payment method and vendor. In the additional tab, just paste it. Or else 7009090. Then 700105. Go to the status. Yes. Go to the proposal run, no? And start immediately and go to the continue. Click on the enter, and now you can just go to the proposal. Now we will going to see whether these payments are picking up or not. So these payments are picking. Okay, total 3 lakhs. Now can you just drag it to the right side, ma'am? See, house banks are, whatever the house banks that we are giving, based on the ranking, order basis and all for the second vendor. So Bank of India should be picked up. Okay, but it shouldn't be picked up. Then what is the reason here? So the scenario will be, in payment methods in company code, we have to change the house banks. I mean, we have to assign the postal codes with house banks to the particular payment method. How? Now we will going to see it based on the ranking order wise. One step back, ma'am, and can you just go to the edit option and delete this proposal and parameters also. Now, can you go to the FBZP transaction code, ma'am? See, all of you, make sure that this payment method should be in your country. OK, then that would give you the more result. If it is not there in your country, automatically system will throw you an error that payment method is not in the particular countries and all. OK, so if it was there in the particular, I mean, different types of countries and all, then we couldn't change. OK, right. So then next one, go to the payment methods in company code. So payment method should be there in the Indian country. OK, so when it comes to the DEP one, that is the paying company code send. So you do have one option, all of you. That option is optimize by postal code under the bank selection control. OK, ma'am, can you select this thing and go to the edit option, ma'am, here. Just save this thing and then next go to the edit option. See, now I am just giving the new entries. Why? Because Bank of India is not appearing for the second vendor. OK, so that is why I'm making the changes in the BZP. So can you give the country as IN? Country as IN, and lower limit will be what is the thing, ma'am? Go to that notepad. 560032. OK, for the second vendor. So Bank of India should be picked up. OK, and give the lower limit 560032. Yes, take out that one, and upper limit also same thing. So if you have different types of vendors, you can add different types of postal codes. OK, and take out the Bank of India. Good. So can you go to the save button and save it? Now we will going to see it. And I didn't assign any bank in vendor master records, any vendor master records and all. How the system will going to pick up? OK, so come back, ma'am, one step back. One step back. And once again, go to that DEP one. Optimized by postal company code. Can you give /n, ma'am? Go to the F110 transaction code. Change the identification, go to the parameter, and now we will going to see all of you whether these house banks are picking up or not. And I didn't make any changes in vendor master records and all, and also in raw materials and all. Now we will going to see it. See, based on the ranking orders only, it will going to pick up. We will see it. Go to the additional log and due date check payment method is not successful. 70090 700 Go to the status, same thing, all of you, and go to the proposal run. Start immediately. Yes, click on the enter. Now you can just go to the thing. Yes, can you drag it to the right side, ma'am? Now see, all of you. So house bank has been changed to the Bank of India. Previously, it was in a ICICI Bank mode for the second vendor also, but it is in a Bank of India mode for the second vendor. OK, so the banks has been changed and the account IDs also has been changed. OK, so please try to understand the point, all of you, and come back, ma'am, and try to run the payments and go to the FBL1 and try to see the things whether all these things are cleared or not. So 2 generated, 2 completed, and one is for the vendor, another one invoice is for the another vendor. OK, Now, can you give slash and go to the FBL1 in transaction? This is the scenario, all of your real-time scenarios. Okay, in interview point of view only, they will going to ask you different types of questions like this only. ఓకే, సో జస్ట్ నేను ఒక తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్లో చెప్పేస్తాను. ఒకసారి నోట్ ప్యాడ్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి. సో ఐటమ్స్ అన్నీ ఏం లేవు, ఓపెన్ ఐటమ్స్. ఓకే, సో మనకేం లేదు, ఒక జస్ట్ సింపుల్ సినారియో ఇక్కడ ఏంటి అని అంటే, మనం వెండర్స్కి పేమెంట్ చేసేటప్పుడు త్రూ క్యాష్ ద్వారా కానీ చెక్స్ ద్వారా కానీ చేసేటప్పుడు, ఐ మీన్ బ్యాంక్స్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ద్వారా కానీ చేసేటప్పుడు మీకు డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ బ్యాంక్స్ అనేది ఉన్నాయి. అండ్ ఒక వెండర్ అనేది డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ లొకేషన్ ఆథరైజేషన్ బ్యాంక్స్ మీకు ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో వాటికి అసైన్ చేసి ఉంచారు. కానీ వెండర్లో ఉన్న లొకేషన్ అండ్ అక్కడ ఉన్న ఒక బ్యాంక్ అది క్లయింట్కి కనెక్ట్ అయిపోయింది. అంటే వాళ్ళ బ్యాంక్స్, ఆ క్లయింట్ బ్యాంక్స్ కూడా అక్కడే ఉన్నాయి అనమాట, ఆథరైజేషన్ బ్యాంక్స్. సో ఇప్పుడు అంత దూరం వెళ్ళాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు సెకండ్ వెండర్. సో అతను వెళ్ళడానికి కూడా చాలా ఛార్జెస్ అవుతున్నాయి అండ్ అట్ ది సేమ్ టైం చాలా దూరం ఉందన్నమాట. సో ఎవ్రీడే తను ప్రొడక్షన్ చూసుకోవాలా, ఐ మీన్ రా మెటీరియల్ సప్లై చేయడానికి కూడా ఇబ్బందిగా ఉంటుంది. అప్పుడు ఆ సినారియోస్లో మనం ఏం చేస్తాము, నియరెస్ట్ బ్యాంక్స్కి ఈ వెండర్స్కి సంబంధించి కంపల్సరీగా అసైన్ చేయాలన్నమాట. సో అసైన్ ఎలా చేయాలి ఏంటి పర్టికులర్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో, సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ది పోస్టల్ కోడ్స్ ఓన్లీ మనం అసైన్ చేసేస్తాము. ఆటోమేటిక్ పేమెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్లో క్లియర్గా ఇన్వాయిస్ అనేది జనరేట్ అయిపోయి తెలిసిపోతుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, సో బ్యాంక్స్ చేంజ్ అవ్వాలి. ఎందుకు బ్యాంక్స్, మీరు ఎట్లయినా వాడుకోవచ్చు అండి. అంటే అకౌంటింగ్ ఐడీస్ ద్వారా చేయొచ్చు అండ్ నార్మల్ పోస్టల్ కోడ్స్ ద్వారా కూడా చేయొచ్చు. బట్ ఇది పోస్టల్ కోడ్ సినారియోస్ అనమాట. ఎందుకు అని అంటే ఆ పర్టికులర్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లొకేషన్కి ఈ వెండర్ వెళ్ళి కలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి, బ్యాంక్ ఐ మీన్ క్యాష్ కానీ చెక్స్ కానీ. సో అలా చేసుకోవాలి అని అనుకుంటే మనకి ఫస్ట్ పేమెంట్ మెథడ్ మన కంట్రీలో ఉందా లేదా అనేది చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. అండ్ సెకండ్ పాయింట్ ఏంటి అని అంటే, పేమెంట్ మెథడ్ ఇన్ కంపెనీ కోడ్లో ఆప్టిమైజ్ బై పోస్టల్ కోడ్స్ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. దాన్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసేసుకొని ఆ వెండర్కి సంబంధించిన పోస్టల్ కోడ్ మాత్రమే ఇవ్వాలన్నమాట. అప్పుడు ఆ బ్యాంక్ ఈ వెండర్కి ఏదైతే చెక్స్ ఇవ్వాలో లేకపోతే పేమెంట్స్ ఇవ్వాలో ఆటోమేటిక్గా త్రూ డేటా మీడియం ఎక్స్చేంజ్ ద్వారా ఆ ఫైల్స్ ఫార్మాట్స్లో మనకు తెలిసిపోతాయి. కాబట్టి అది టెక్నికల్ ఆస్పెక్ట్లో వచ్చేస్తుంది క్వశ్చన్. సో ఆటోమేటిక్గా చెక్స్ అనేది ఇష్యూ అవుతాయి, లేకపోతే మనీ అనేది ఇష్యూ అవుతుంది అనమాట. దెర్ ఇస్ నో ఇష్యూ. సో ఇలా మీరు సినారియోస్ని రన్ చేసి ఆటోమేటిక్ పేమెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్లో చూస్తే ఆటోమేటిక్గా మీకు ఒక బ్యాంక్లో ఉన్న అవైలబుల్ అమౌంట్స్ ఇంకొక బ్యాంక్లో ఉన్న అవైలబుల్ అమౌంట్స్ మీరు బ్యాలెన్స్ చేసుకున్నా పర్లేదు. సో బట్ సినారియోస్ని రన్ చేసి చూస్తే మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో ఎటువంటి ప్రాబ్లం లేకుండా ఉంటుందన్నమాట. And this is how we can do how we can change the banks through postal codes and all for the second vendors and also all vendors. That is your choice. Whatever the vendors that you want to make some changes and all, you can make some changes. Okay.